There are some moments in life that look ordinary, but carry a storm of emotions within them. Like a young woman kneeling silently beside a grave, her shoulders shaking, tears falling onto the cold stone. It was early morning, the cemetery almost empty, when a wealthy, sophisticated man walking slowly with flowers stopped in his tracks. His heart tightened as he recognized the grave where she cried. It was his wife's. And in that moment, a stranger's pain collided with his own loss. Little did he know, this encounter would change both their lives forever and remind the world that kindness doesn't just heal others. Sometimes, it heals the giver first. Before we begin, if you are new here, welcome to your channel name, where real stories touch real hearts. If this story moves you even a little, don't forget to subscribe, like, and share your thoughts in the comments. Your engagement helps us tell more stories that inspire the world. The morning sky was pale as Anna, a thin and exhausted young woman in her mid-20s, walked slowly along the gravel path. She wore a faded brown coat that looked 2 sizes too big. Her shoes had scuffed edges and her hair, tied messily, hinted at sleepless nights. She seemed lost, as if every step was a heavy memory she carried. She reached the grave and placed a single wildflower on it. No bouquet, no ribbon, just one flower picked from nearby. Then she sank to her knees, wrapped her arms around herself, and cried quietly. There was no one in sight, no one to ask why she was there. But fate had different plans. A short distance away, Michael Donovan, a successful millionaire in his early 50s, entered the cemetery carrying a bouquet of white lilies. He was known in the city for his wealth, generosity, and deep love for his late wife Clara, who died 3 years ago. Every Sunday morning he visited her grave. This morning was no exception, until he noticed Anna. She wasn't someone he recognized. She didn't look like family. And when she gently traced the engraved letters of Clara's name, Michael felt a jolt. He stopped walking. For a moment, he just stood there. Something inside him didn't let him turn away. He approached softly, not wanting to startle her. "Excuse me," he said quietly, his voice kind yet uncertain. Anna jumped slightly, quickly wiping her tears. I'm sorry," she stuttered, standing up nervously. "I didn't mean to intrude." "You're not intruding," he replied gently. This is my wife's grave." Anna froze, her eyes widened, and shame washed over her face. I shouldn't be here, I'm so sorry." She reached for the flower to take it away, but he stopped her. "Please," he said softly, "leave it. I'm just curious. Why are you here?" Anna looked down, trembling. She didn't want to share her pain with a stranger, but the warmth in his voice made her trust him, even if she didn't understand why. "I didn't know her," Anna whispered. "Not personally, but she helped me once, and I owe her everything." Michael felt confused. His wife had passed away years ago. How could she have helped, this young woman? He motioned toward a nearby bench. "Would you like to sit?" he offered. Anna hesitated but nodded slowly. They walked over, the silence between them heavy but gentle. "I'm listening," he said. Anna took a breath. 3 years ago, she began, I was homeless. I was 22, alone, sleeping in a bus station. I hadn't eaten for 2 days. I was freezing. People passed by, some looked at me in disgust, others didn't see me at all. And then, she did. Michael's eyes softened. A woman stopped, Anna continued, sat next to me, wrapped her scarf around me and said, "No one should go through life unseen." She bought me breakfast and asked about my life. She told me I mattered. She gave me a little money. But more than that, she gave me kindness. She said, "Tomorrow can be different from today if you walk toward it." I never forgot that. Tears filled Michael's eyes. That was exactly what Clara would say. "I didn't know her name," Anna said, looking at the grave again, "but I remember her smile. Last week, I was cleaning a library, and I saw her photo in a newspaper article about a charity gala years ago. I realized it was her. I learned she passed away, so I came today to say thank you." Michael looked down, trying to control his emotions. "My wife," he said softly, "believed small kindnesses could change the world." Anna nodded slowly. "For me, it did." Michael took a deep breath. "What happened afterward?" Anna smiled through tears. "I got a temporary job, saved every cent. I promised myself I'd do something meaningful. So I went to community college, studied early childhood education. I want to help kids who grow up like I did. I want them to know someone cares." Michael's heart felt both heavy and light at the same time. She would have loved that. Anna stood, ready to leave. "Thank you for listening," she said softly. "I'll go now." "Wait," Michael said. "What's your name?" "Anna." He smiled faintly. Anna, what are you doing today? Going to work. I'm a part-time waitress now. Would you join me for breakfast first? He asked gently. Anna hesitated. Oh, I can't. My shift. I have an idea, he said. Let me drive you and talk to your manager. Shook her head. No, please. I don't want special treatment. I've made it this far without it. This isn't special treatment, he said. It's continuing what my wife started. Reluctantly, she agreed. They walked to his car, a sleek black SUV. She sat carefully, worried she might stain the seats with her worn coat. He noticed and his eyes softened. They reached a quiet cafe. Over breakfast, Anna told him about her struggles, growing up in foster care, bouncing between shelters, losing hope many times. Michael listened like every word mattered. Then, they spoke about dreams. His, how losing his wife left him empty despite his wealth. Hers, how kindness lit a small spark that kept her alive. Would you let me help you? He finally asked. Anna shook her head again. Please. I don't want charity. This isn't charity, Michael said gently. It's gratitude. Because your story keeps her alive. Anna's eyes filled with tears again. I want to fund your remaining studies, Michael offered, and help you open that center for kids someday. Anna stared at him. Why me? There are people far more deserving. He smiled softly. Because you already know the value of kindness. You lived it. You survived by it. And people who understand it deeply are the ones who spread it best. She covered her face, overwhelmed. A few months passed. Anna accepted his help, not easily but humbly. She worked even harder, graduated, and began volunteering with local youth programs. Michael, once broken by loss, found meaning again by supporting her mission. One day, he stood inside a newly opened community learning center. A sign above the door read, Clara's House, where kindness begins. Michael looked at Anna, who stood beside him, her eyes shining. I thought you'd like to see it, she said. He nodded, voice tight. She would be proud. Anna smiled softly. She started it. You continued it. Now it's our turn to pass it on. Inside, children laughed, painted, read books. A little girl approached Anna and asked, Why did you make this place? Anna bent down, smiling. Because someone once helped me when I thought no one would. And I want you to remember, you matter. The girl grinned and skipped away. Michael watched silently, feeling for the first time in years at peace. That evening, they returned to the cemetery together. Anna placed fresh lilies, like the ones he always brought, beside her wildflower. I hope she knows, Anna whispered. Michael nodded. She knows, he said. In every act of kindness, she's there. They stood quietly, no words needed. Two lives connected by grief, by chance, and by compassion. Conclusion, inspiring ending, and this, dear viewer, is the power of kindness. A simple act, giving warmth to a shivering girl at a bus station, created a ripple that reached far beyond what one could imagine. Kindness isn't about grand gestures. It's about seeing someone when they feel invisible. It's about offering hope when the world feels cold. It's about passing light to someone still walking through darkness. In a time where life moves fast, and we often get lost in our own struggles, remember, you never know how much your kindness might mean to someone. It may not change the whole world, but it might change someone's world entirely. So today, hold the door open. Check in on someone who seems quiet. Offer help, even if it's small. Give time. Give a smile. Give hope. Because kindness is the one thing that grows the more we give it. Thank you for watching. If this story touched your heart, please subscribe to your channel name, like this video, and share it with someone who might need a reminder that kindness still exists. Let's fill the world with stories like this, one kind act at a time. Until next time, be the reason someone believes in goodness again.